Hello and welcome. I'm Alex Hernandez, and you're listening to the Lessons of the Wild podcast, the podcast dedicated to the outdoors man or woman. Join me, your host, as I take on new adventures, talk to interesting people, and answer any questions you may have in order to make you a better hunter, fisherman, backpacker, cook, or conservationist. This episode, I'm getting right back on the horse. I know it's been a while since I've gotten some content out there. The social media game has been kind of dark. So this is me kind of giving you an update about what's been going on in my life, kind of going over the new direction, or kind of new direction I want to go with this podcast. So, with that being said, I hope you enjoy. Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in. So to get started, I just want to apologize. I was looking over stuff last night and I realized my last podcast was March. So it's been a while, so I apologize about that. My life's been pretty hectic, but now things are starting to calm down. I'm going to go over everything there and tell you what's going on, but I'm actually sitting in my truck right now, right outside of work, because I got about 15 minutes to spare before I have to go in, so I figured I'd give you all a little bit of information here, just to kind of fill you in what's been going on in my life, and kind of trying to rebrand the podcast, kind of make it a little more what I had in mind versus what it's been. So let's talk about that. So if you didn't notice, we got a new logo, which is pretty cool. I really like it. One of my brother's friends, Nate Buckler, designed it, and it's killer. So thank you, Nate. If you are interested in getting a logo done by him, because he is the man, and he will give you a great deal on it. His email is nbuchler at purdue.edu. That's Purdue, PURDUE.edu. Dude killed it. He was super helpful. He's a young kid. Just super creative, and I really love my new logo. So thank you, Nate. Appreciate it. So why are we rebranding? I felt like the podcast was getting too focused on hunting. Not that it was too focused on hunting, but like, I'm far from an expert on hunting, and I kind of wanted my podcast to be more about my experiences in the outdoors and what lessons I've learned, and I want this to be more of a community versus me just preaching at you, because I don't want to do that. I'm not good at it, and I shouldn't be the one talking. So my goal now for this podcast is to, one, kind of take you along on my adventures and take you through all my mistakes, meet interesting people, talk about what they've learned in the wild and what they have to offer to new hunters. I just want to make the outdoors more accessible to everyone. Mostly people who have not grown up in the outdoors, like a lot of people I know, and who are interested in hunting and procuring their own meat, or fishing, or camping, hiking, backpacking, all those things that I love to do, and that I pretty regularly screw up at. So I'm hoping to make this more of a community-based thing versus just me talking at you and talking to random people. But I feel like I've been doing a good job of doing that so far. I just want to broaden my horizons here. So that's kind of where I'm going with that. So that being said, I really want to hear from you all more. If you guys have tips and tricks that you're learning in the outdoors, or something that you think will help people, let me know, and I'll give you a shout out on the podcast. And I'll test things out. If you're curious, if you have questions, of course, always get to us. You can find me at lessonsofthewild@gmail.com. On our Instagram is probably the most easy way to get a hold of me. I mean, I still check my email, but Instagram is my main social network that I use for this podcast. So if you want to DM me on there, it's lessons_of_the_wild. Feel free to DM me. I'm not swamped yet. I'm sure I will get swamped eventually, but I'm going to make a valiant effort to read everything and answer everything I can, whether it be directly to the person or just via the podcast. So please write in. I'm happy to read everything. This is what I like to do. Also, trying to get more stuff on YouTube. I've been uploading every podcast onto YouTube, and kind of just the system I have, and I figured might as well for people who don't have iPhone. I think YouTube's a good, good alternative if you were sitting at a desk at work or something. So everything will be on YouTube. Give us a follow. Same thing, Lessons of the Wild. Oh, also with the rebranding, I got rid of the Beginner's Guide to Hunting. So it's just Lessons of the Wild now, which I like a lot because I've been kind of using it that way anyways. So yeah, let me know what you think of the new logo. Hashtag Lessons of the Wild. What else? Oh, I'm looking for sponsors. So if you know anyone, or if you have a business, you want some advertisement, let me know. I need some new equipment. I'd like a nicer camera. I would like some GoPros and stuff like that. So if you want to be a sponsor of the podcast and YouTube channel, let me know. Same email, the same way you can do it on Instagram as well. I just trying to make better content for y'all, meet interesting people. Alright, so let me kind of explain why it's been so long since I've had a podcast, because I feel like my life has been turned upside down over the past few months, just going. So my last podcast was in March, and so in March I legitimately was drowning. Not legitimately drowning, but I was drowning in life. I was practicing for my national boards because I'm a dentist and I had to do that in dental school, which I passed, killed it. But then after boards, it was meeting all my requirements to graduate. And then, so that encompassed April, pretty hard. At the same time, we were selling our house, showing our house in Lexington to sell because I was getting ready to graduate. And we're getting ready to move, and then I graduated in May, and the week after graduation, our house was packed up. We moved to Missouri. We're now right outside of St. Louis, Missouri, me and the wife. And we moved directly into my in-laws' basement, which is always fun. I'm living on a farm, and there's an old farmhouse there that we're renovating. It's my in-laws' farmhouse, and we're fixing it up, and we're going to live there. And our in-laws have a different house. Not to say that we're living with my in-laws, but we're staying with them currently. Still, this house is a lot of work. It was built in like 1880 or something. We don't actually know, but all the stuff we're finding, we're like, holy crap, this is an old place. So that's been ongoing. We're still doing a lot of work. Spent the weekend painting ceilings with my wife and friends. Thank God for friends. Thank you, friends who've been helping, and in-laws who've been helping. So that's an ongoing process, and we made a lot of progress, but we're still probably a month out. So I've been living out of a suitcase since May 11th, which has been awful, but I'm getting used to it now. Started a new job here. Officially started as a dentist last week. Officially licensed, which is nice. I was in training a couple weeks before that, just waiting on my licensure, which I got, no problem. Just a little delay because of the weather. What else? Got a new truck, loving it. That was my graduation gift. My wife and me gave myself. I'm in love with this vehicle, highly recommend it. Laura GMC, killing it. Yeah. That's pretty much it. That's why I've been drowning. Oh, I went on a really cool vacation as another graduation gift to myself. Me and the wife, and then a couple friend of ours. We went to Seattle to visit a dental school buddy, where we hung out, saw all the tourist sites, and loved it. And then we went to Alberta, which was wonderful. We went through Vancouver and went to Gibson. Stayed in an awesome place on the coast there, and just hung out, drank a little too much, ate good food, and then we went on a backpacking trip in Jasper National Park, which was incredible. If you ever get a chance to hike and do the Friat Valley hike, I highly recommend it, and go to Friat Valley Lake. It was challenging, but still fun. It wasn't ridiculously challenging, but it was awesome. Had a lot of weight on my back, which I'll be doing a backpacking podcast here soon. So if you have any questions, concerns, comments, please let me know. That was an incredible little hike, and then we left Jasper and we went to Banff. That's awesome, awesome town, awesome park. Saw a lot of bears, saw a lot of, critters, a lot of deer, a lot of black bear, which was cool. A little scary on the hike, for the first time bear encounters, but it was awesome. It was a great trip. Had a wonderful time. Came back that Sunday and then started work Monday. So I literally just got back from this trip. I was going to podcast on it, but we just were go, 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 go. I've been go, go, go since March. So finally starting to slow down, just hanging out, ready to work. I'm fixing the house, and I'm getting a minute to myself so I can finally do this stuff for you guys, and gearing up for whitetail season. Officially going on my elk hunt. Got the date set aside, me and my buddy from college, Brandon. We're going to go. I'm going to try to film it a little bit. Probably won't do something crazy yet. I don't have the talent nor the equipment. But I'm going to start filming a lot of stuff I do, put it on YouTube. Squirrel season's open here. I'm going to get a new gun, I think, if my wife will let me do a little squirrel gun. I don't want to shoot it with shoot squirrel shotguns anymore, so we'll see what I can do. I got to get out and do some scouting on whitetail. Living on the farm, we do a lot of private land hunting, but I'm going to try to do public land this year, and we got a couple options right where in the area I'm in. So we're going to do that, and then that should be a lot of content. As far as podcasting goes, I'm going to try to get stuff out bi-weekly at least. I might do once a week, but bi-weekly, probably around the Wednesday day, just because weekends are pretty full right now. But if you have any comments, questions, concerns, I'm always reachable on social media. I always have at least 5 minutes to answer a question or something, so please hit me up. Do me a favor, recommend the podcast to friends, family, people who are interested in wild game. I'm going to be doing some cooking stuff. Hopefully get some stuff filmed and put on YouTube, because I love to cook quite a lot. If you haven't followed me on Instagram, you should, because I got a lot of my meals there and a couple of my recipes, and I'll try other people's recipes and let you know how much I loved it or hated it or whatever. If I mess up something, I'll show that too. Yeah. Alright guys, thanks for listening. Appreciate it. Look forward to doing more of these soon. Alright, bye.